Okay, it's Thursday, October 24th. At this point, you should have your journals, you should have a pencil, and you should be logged on to Canvas if you are watching this video lesson. Okay, today we're going to have a short video lesson over proportional versus non-proportional. So on page 36 in your journal, or your next blank page, draw a line through the middle. On the left side of your paper, you're going to write proportional, and on the right side of your paper, you're going to write non-proportional. Now remember, if you need more time or you need to go back and rewatch it, you can use the pause and rewind and all those buttons. So take your time and make sure you get all these notes in your journal before you move on. Okay, on the left side of your page, we're talking about proportional. So to be proportional, it has to be a line that passes through the origin, which is at 0, 0. The equation of a proportional line is in the form y equals mx, and that's because there's no b because it goes through the origin. I don't have a b if it's 0. Okay, we're still on the left side on proportional, so we're going to do an example of a proportional graph. Okay, so if I have a proportional graph, see if I can change my color here. Okay, a proportional graph goes through the origin. So you're going to make your XY axis on your paper, and we're going to label this as our Y axis, and remember this is our X axis. So I'm going to draw a line. In this case, it's a positive line. So we've got our arrows showing that it goes in both directions forever. This is a positive line that is proportional because it crosses through the origin right here at 0, 0. Okay, a proportional table is when you're going to see it go through 0, 0 as our coordinates. So let's say you had an equation and you typed it in your calculator and you hit second and graph and you scrolled through all your coordinates. You would see when x is 0, y is 0. We're going to fill in the rest of our table. Okay, so we're going to write the equation for this table. So remember, it's going to be in the form y equals mx, where m is our slope. So we just need to find the slope because we already know the intercept is through 0. So we're going to do our change in our y value, which is plus 3. Our change in our x value is plus 1. Remember, we write it as the change in y over the change in x. So our m equals 3. That means our equation for this line is y equals 3x. In words, any situation that you see where there's just one rate, $3 each, that's proportional because I would write that as y equals 3x. There's no plus or minus because there's no other one-time fee. It's just your rate. Okay, so now we're back to the top on the right. We're going to do examples of non-proportional. Okay, so non-proportional is just the opposite. It does not pass through the origin. It passes through any other location besides 0, 0. It'll have an equation of y equals mx plus b. It'll have that plus b because that's your y-intercept. That is some number other than 0. Okay, so an example of a graph that is proportional would be like this. This goes through another point that is not the origin. This is the y-intercept right here. It's not going through 0, 0, so it is not proportional. Okay, let's make another XY table. Okay, so we've got our coordinates here. So remember, it's going to be in the form y equals mx plus b. So I've already identified this is not proportional because it goes through 0, 6. That means our y-intercept is 6. That's our b. Okay, so to find our slope, or the m, I do my change in y, which is plus 2, over my change in x, which is plus 1. I write that as 2 over 1, which is 2. So my equation would be y equals 2x plus 6. And an example of a situation where it would be non-proportional is this one. So notice the rate is $2 per, that's my slope. So that would be y equals 2x. But we have that one-time fee, that cost to get in. So since it has a one-time fee and it's not just a rate, it is non-proportional. So at this point, you're going to be done with your notes. You're going to go to the next assignment that is on your Canvas page. It should be a quizzes. You're going to use these notes to complete your quizzes.